Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next review of the next episode of Yashahime Princess Half Demon, episode 12. Then it's the episode of the new moon and the black-haired Towa, which I aforementioned is the title itself is a nostalgia a mention because of the name of the episode of from the first season of Inuyasha, the new moon and the black-haired Inuyasha. So it was a nice nostalgic title about it, and focusing on Inuyasha, the first time we saw him become human, his hair black and all that because of the night of the new moon. It's the same thing with Towa. Now I enjoyed the episode. Just I didn't think I didn't think it was gonna. I thought it was gonna be probably a great episode, but I still enjoyed it. As of right now, I'll probably say it's one of the better episodes I've seen. I'd say it's probably better than some of the previous episodes, though. But I still enjoy it. Probably as one of the better episodes than some of the previous ones, though. But in this episode, opens up like one of the four perils, Kontan, who's watching go through his little flames. He was watching through everything, like his flames that can see where our trio is at, and he has this demon named Nikosin, which this guy, he was originally a sage, but he turned a dark path and he ended up becoming like a demon. So Kontan wants Nikosin to see what he can do with these princess half demons. And while it's going on, they are checking out this mount. Like they meet with Kohaku, saying that there's this mountain that has been like drained of its nutrients or whatever. Which that's Nikosin's doing. He's draining all the nutrients from all the trees in the mountain, and now he's just waiting for them. Towa says to meet up with Moroha, and she's getting a little pie because once again they had to split the bounty between them. Because she wants the bounty for herself. They get there, and they see like this, which I thought was the purple haze, which I originally thought was gonna be like a miasma, like with Naraku's miasma, but it's different. It's actually not really a demon miasma. They say it's more of like a sage, so they call it a sage venom or something like that. So it's not really a demon venom, but still quite effective. But Towa, she's not sensing any demon energy, and sensing that her heart is beating a little bit more faster than usual, and she's kind of sensing a little bit of change in her. And when Nikosin appears, Towa draws out her sword, but can't get any demon energy out of it. Get the demon blade energy out of it. So and then she gets exposed to, which I'm calling a miasma because it's either the purple haze is usually was miasma, but they say it's like a sage venom or something like that. But I'm calling it miasma. She gets a little bit exposed to the miasma. She passes out, and Sesame gives her one of her those masks that the demon slayers wears, prevent from poisoning, and. And one thing Moroha takes Towa away while Cecil tries to fight. Cuts the head off though, but the head flies away. She follows it, and while they're on a bridge, Moroha and Towa they come with the body of Nikosin, which grows his head back, and and Moroha, she thinks is a good opportunity to get like an endless bounty because more decapitated heads, more money, right? And while they're talking, then Moroha becomes human. Her hair grows out a little bit and becomes black, and then Nikosin breaks the bridge and they fall down. And Moroha senses that she's now human now, and I did like the fact that she was going to pretend to use her rouge, to call him Yoga, and all of a sudden, bang. Myoga shows up because he's always the one that drinks the blood of Toga, but he tells her about what Towa about what's going on with her, and tells her it's the night of the new moon. It's the night of the new moon, And we coolly get to see a quick flash of Inuyasha when he was human. So you see a quick flash of that. It was cool to see. And more as Myoga explains about how half demons are exposed to like certain nights like these at different times. But which really enough really quick. I explained about like her hair is a little bit longer, which I'm perfectly fine with her hair growing out a bit because it kind of reminds me of her hair kind of looking like Rin's hair in a sort of way, which I like because Rin probably say that Rin's the mother. That's why. But I was saying that's what kind of looks a little bit like the scraggy hair that Rin had. So kind of looking like that, which I thought was nice. If many people believe that Rin is their mother, which I do believe, so that's why I'm pointing it out. And so with Towa, since she's worried about Setsuna because since they're both demon blood and the new moon, she's worried that Setsuna won't be able to use her powers either. So, but like Moroha like knocks her out, and you get another cool scene where Moroha uses yoga to make these those suture scenes, to help make barriers, and you see Moroha use more of her spiritual powers to create a barrier, which I thought was really cool to see. Shows that more not just her demon power, more of her spiritual powers. So it was cool that she used these to help create this barrier. So that was cool. And with all the fact that it hides their demon energy or human sense. Well, it doesn't because Setsuna doesn't sense anything, so they went right past them. And then we go back with Setsuna goes with Hyusui and with Kohaku with other demon slayers. We had these big catapults because they're using the flame. They launch these flame rocks, I guess, to set ablaze a mountain that's covered with the miasma, because that's where we won't be able to go through without that out there. So they use it to burn the mountain to get rid of that miasma. But because of that, the suture scenes they burn up, and now Nico-sen can sense them now. Tries to get at them. He freezes Towa and Moroha to stone when he was going to take him. He was going to take him to Konton, but Setsuna comes in with her scourge of swallows, frees them, and Setsuna realizes what Towa is with her black hair, but apparently, since her dream's been stolen by the dream butterfly, I guess she's not affected by the new moon. Now that's a nitpick I have. I mean, how could having your dreams stolen by the dream butterfly affect you as a half demon when the new moon comes? That was a little bit confusing for me. I mean, I'm perfectly fine because they say that Moroha is more. She's a quarter demon, makes her more human than a demon is. So she said, how come I never experienced any of that? It's because she's more human than a demon is. So, part of me was like, okay, I'm fine with that though. But part of me also was I wanted to see her get a little bit get exposed to like a certain weakness, a vulnerability where she gets weak and she has to rely on the others to help her, So part of me was like, I want to see that part though. But at the same time, I'm fine with her saying, because she's more human than demon. That's why she hasn't to experience anything like that. But also that they said that because since Towa, this is her first time experiencing the new moon, but she's asking how come when I was in the future, how come I was not affected by then? And Myoga says because you're originally from this world here. I'm just kind of wondering. I'm also kind of wondering on that though. But since the future and this time in the future are kind of like playing in the same timeline, night and day, whatever, keep it in continuity with each other. It's hard for me to say. Do I buy that? To me, I think it shouldn't have mattered. Although we never got to see Inuyasha loses demon powers in the future, so we will not know by that though. So. Yeah, that's another hard for me another thing to just to wrap my head around. Since she's originally from the future, it only works to her in this timeline, but not in the future. So yeah, I have to wrap my head around that. But also at the same time, they also nitpick about since Setsuna had her dream stolen. I guess she's now not affected by the new moon. So I'm like, how does having your dream stolen not affect you by losing your demon powers from the new moon? That I was like, I'm a little scratching my head on those two things though. So, but it's not all terrible ideas. It's not. I'm just pointing out the little nitpicks. I'm like, okay, but still, I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it. So, and then when the Nixon comes in, then the sunlight comes out, and you get that really good. I thought the best piece of music I've heard, probably from the series so far. The piece of music, because you got the same composer who did the Kurawada, who did the same score for Inuyasha, the previous show. I think I got the little best piece of score. I mean, the score of this show is good though, but a little piece of that score when the sun comes up and when Towa back into her half demon state with her white hair and all that. I thought I did a good, like the piece of score. I know it kind of reminds me of another piece of score from another part from the previous show though, but I just can't put my finger on it at this point. But I think it was a pretty good deep piece of score right there. Then Towa gets her a demon sword out. And just totally annihilates Nico-san, which that was pretty cool. Oh, how the way she did it, and then then also the trio get together with Hisui and Kohaku, and so now Moroha is like now pouting because the demon's been slain and they get no bounty again. She's like. It was pretty cool seeing that one group together in that one shot, though, because it reminds me of how when Kagome and Inuyasha with their group they were together. So it kind of reminds me of that. It was, I think, was Killua in that shot? I forgot it, but it was. But it was a good looking shot where all the group was together, right? And then it ends with Konton, once again seen through his flames, seeing them. He's like interesting because now he learns about the new moon and how the weakness of that, and so he learns about that because he's been watching the whole time. You can say he learns about Towa's human form, about the new moon, and he's been saying that was a good show, very very interesting, basically. So yeah, so the new moon, the black-haired Towa. I enjoyed the episode. Like I said, those two nitpicks I have with the little logic of with Setsuna and with Towa. Which I'm fine with the little thing with Moroha though, but still, I enjoy the episode. I think I still think it's one of the better episodes than some of the previous ones though, but I still enjoy it though. Now the preview, I want to get to, and I also want to get to once again I'd like to get on a separate video because that's what I'm excited for. Because just really quick though, I'll explain more though. We're seeing the return of Miroku, and you even see Sango again. But part of me wonders, which I'll explain in the next about when we talk about the preview, all right? But just really quick though, if that English dub comes out for that episode, will we hear Kirby Morrow's voice? Did he record his lines before he passed away? That's what I'm concerned about. Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about. But when the English dub episode comes. I wonder if it will still be Kirby Morrow. Did he record his lines before he passed away, or did they get another new person to replace him? I would still like to believe that still be Kirby Morrow before he passed away, though. But we'll know within the next few weeks when that English dub comes out, though. So, well, I don't know, but. If it is, but hopefully we'll see probably in the memory of Kirby Morrow, I guess, because I would like to see that though, because I like Miroku, and Kirby Morrow always did a good job as voicing as Miroku. So, but I'll talk about the preview about that. I don't want to get too much into it, but I'll talk about the preview in the next video. So yeah, but thanks for watching. So yeah, but Towa, the new moon, the black-haired Towa. I enjoyed the episode, like I said. The little nitpicks I have, but I'm fine with Towa's hair growing out a little bit. I don't see what the problem is if her hair growing out a little bit. That's like her hair, the style of her hair kind of looks like Rin's in a way. So, yeah. And the humor, especially once again with Maruha, I enjoy it. It's cool to see her that she used her more of her spiritual powers to put up a barrier. It was cool to see that. And let's see what else. The action I thought was pretty decent in this episode, but yeah, but overall I enjoyed this episode, despite those little nitpicks though. But I still enjoyed it. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for like my talks on the preview of episode 13, just really quick. Stay tuned for that video later.